Book 5, soft C and G. The consonants C and G change their sounds depending on what vowels are after them. So C will make a S sound if there's an E, I or Y after it. When C makes a S sound, it'll appear in the book in this hollow form. So S, S, S. G usually makes a J sound with an E, I or Y after it. In the book it'll appear in this hollow form. So J, J, J. On the cards, just ask for the sound of the C. Don't ask for the sound of the vowel. However, in the book, the vowel will have its own sound. S makes a Z sound when it comes between two vowels. So, Z. The O family. The O sound will appear in brown. Everything in brown says O. So, ought, aw, awk, ought, all, aw, all. This is the third sound of the Y vowel. When Y is in a closed syllable, when it's stuck in the middle of consonants, it says I. So I, O, E. These are welded sounds. Eind, ol, ost, eild, olt, eint, old. Chapter 1 works on soft C and G. Page 6. The first column, all of the words are hollowed, the C's are hollowed, the C says S. The second column, the C says K, which is the sound we learned in book 1. This is the way this works through. On page 16, we have examples of soft C, soft G and hard G. So column 1 is soft C, G, J, and column 2 is hard G, G. So wage and wag. And there's more exercises through chapter 1 in those sounds. Chapter 2 is when S makes a Z sound. S says Z when it comes between two vowels, and sometimes when it's on the end of a word. So a word like abuse, the S makes a Z sound because it's between two vowels. When it comes on the end of a word to plural it, like judge es, the S makes a Z sound also. The Z sound will appear in the book in a bold blue colour. Chapter 3 are the three short sounds. The Y says I, A says E, and O says O. Chapter 4 is the O family. This is a collection of vowels that all make the O sound. They appear in a brown colour, so when you see the brown colour, that is the O sound. Chapter 5 have welded sounds. The I's and the O's make their long sound even though they shouldn't because they're short vowels. But originally there was an E on the end of these words. So wild originally was spelled W-I-L-D, which created a long I sound. Changes in the English language has meant that these E's have been dropped, but the long vowels still remained. Chapter 6 is adding suffixes to words ending in E and Y. Sometimes when you add a suffix to a word ending in E, the E gets dropped, and the student needs to understand that this is what's happening. Sometimes when you add a suffix to a word ending in Y, the Y turns into I. On the page 105, you have heavy, and when you add the suffix ly, it becomes heavily. The Y then turns into an I, and the child needs to understand that it was originally a Y and probably will retain its E sound.